All right, today we're going to talk about something that's just a fundamental part of our professional lives, the job interview. We all just kind of accept it, right? It's a hoop you have to jump through. But what if the whole idea is, well, just plain wrong?
Yeah, you heard that right. That's a really bold statement, and it's the core idea we're digging into. It kind of cuts right to the heart of how we all hire people. And, if interviews aren't actually measuring performance, it makes you wonder, what are we actually evaluating in those rooms? For decades, I mean forever, the interview has been the big final test. And it feels right, doesn't it? You get a chance to get a vibe from a person. But because we lean on it so heavily, we almost never take a step back and ask a really basic question. Does this tool even work?
This is the big question. If it's not job performance, then what is that high-pressure 45-minute chat actually testing? The answer, it turns out, shows this huge disconnect in how we think about hiring. And here's the problem, laid out plain and simple. An interview is basically a performance. You're on a stage, under a spotlight. A real job, though, that's about the work you do when nobody is watching. These two situations are designed to test completely different skills. Let's break that down a bit. Being in an interview is a performance. It's a test of how well you can talk on the spot, how you project confidence, how you build rapport with a total stranger, all while they're judging you. Now, that's a skill, for sure, but is it the same skill you need to be a great engineer or a great marketer? A lot of the time, the answer is no. Look, confidence is a good thing, but making it the main thing you measure is a huge problem. It creates the system that rewards people who are good at performing. It puts style way ahead of substance, and you can so easily overlook a brilliant candidate who's just not that great at this one very specific, high-stakes social game. This really gets to the heart of it. The real work, the deep thinking, the problem-solving, the actual execution, that stuff happens at a desk, maybe in a quiet room, or collaborating with a team over weeks, not minutes. It happens without that artificial pressure of someone judging your every single word. So, if the interview is a flawed tool, what's the alternative? We can't just stop evaluating people, right? The answer isn't to get rid of evaluation, but to completely change what we're looking for. It's about moving past our gut feelings and starting to search for real signals. And this brings us to this really cool concept, a performance signal. Just think about it this way. Instead of asking someone to describe how they'd swim across a lake, a signal is proof that they've actually done it. It could be a portfolio, a GitHub repository, maybe a small relevant work sample you ask them to complete. It's real, tangible proof of what they can do. And really, this is the big takeaway. The solution to making better hires isn't to add more interview rounds or ask trickier questions. It's about totally re-engineering the process to look for authentic signals of performance, focusing on what a candidate can actually do, not just what they can say. So, we'll leave you with this to chew on. Whether you're the one hiring or the one getting ready for your next role, how can you shift your focus? How do you get away from the performance of the interview and get closer to the signals of actual work? What's the real evidence that proves someone can do the job, long after that conversation is over?